Okay. Social media back at it again, disrespecting Black women. It applies to other spaces as well, but me, I live in America, so we're gonna pose it as that. Okay, so living in America, we have an unachievable beauty standard, and the person or the people or the group who get the short end of the stick is Black women. If you didn't know, now you know. Even if in current trends, like the ideal beauty standard features like body parts, hairstyles, style, fashion style, whatnot, even if they stem from Black culture, Black women still get the short end of the stick. So I don't know why people just don't want to give credit where credit is due, I guess. But yeah, so on top of that, on top of the physical appearance, ideal standard, whatnot, now there's being like verbal language that's flat out copying or attempting to copy, not doing it correct, you would say, Black culture. AAVE. So yeah, and social media, which is what we'll be talking about today, specifically TikTok, but we'll get to that in a second, is basically giving people a platform to do so and continue to do so and grow by featuring the people who are imitating and not allowing the public platform as it should be to the creators. So I'm gonna just insert a few clips so you can know what I'm talking about, and then we'll get back into it.
It's the honesty and loyalty for me. It's that booty for me.
Contour works wonders because chili, my nose fat as and now it is tiny.
It's like period, cis, whatever, snatch, all that it's very much like internet culture, like stan Twitter, like stan culture has its own language.
Bruh.
Not y'all trying to erase Black people from the Black culture you're diluting all over TikTok.
You guys notice how non-Black people on here only seem to use African American vernacular English when they're either A, making a joke, or B, trying to sound tough or aggressive? I wonder what that says about how y'all view Black women.
Yeah, so it has gone further. Social media has to become a place where people can become an influencer, basically, creating jobs, giving them opportunities to earn money for being on social media. So they post their content regularly, whether it's consumer products or entertainment videos or informative videos. They use their platform to create content and they get viewers, and it basically becomes their job. So now when we think of social media, we're like, oh yeah, social media, everybody on social media. And so if you want to become an influencer, go do it, right? It should be that simple, right? No, not in some cases. So basically, it's not that simple because of social media algorithms, especially, and the censorship that is biased, and just like basically their excuse to not give everyone that chance that they should have. So when I say censoring content or censorship, the official term that basically means the company can take down what they want, and that usually includes, but are not limited to, anything objectionable, harmful, and sensitive content, in their opinion. Okay, so while multiple social medias, or all social medias, use censorship today, we'll be talking about TikTok. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow, TikTok. Okay, so problematic TikTok, but also very entertaining TikTok. They've already gotten themselves into multiple sticky situations with their users, okay? But even though they keep disappointing and suppressing their users, there's still over like 690 million users on TikTok. So it's very influential. Yeah. So let's connect it to Black women getting the short end of the stick in society in general, and bringing in social media and how of an influence it is to the world, and how these two things combine. So we're talking about TikTok specifically. And we're talking about censorship. TikTok users should know, I'm sure they have noticed, that TikTok likes to redirect user traffic towards specific TikTok creators. I'll insert some pictures. With doing this, they have basically omitted creators of color, but more specifically, in the largest amount, Black creators. They admitted to doing these things, and so they apologized. I want to say it was early last year, coming up on Black History Month. Yeah, so they apologized, and they even went a step further and created like a Black Creators Summit, where they brought Black TikTok creators into this convention. They gave them a whole bunch of products, gave them an opportunity to create content with other users. They brought in celebrities, had them do talks. I wasn't there, so I don't know what they talked about, but I'm sure it was informative, encouraging, all that good stuff. And yeah, and so here we are, TikTok giving Black creators the credit that they should have and the opportunity to receive all these followers and interactions that these other users are getting, and all is well. So the creators who meet the standards to essentially make TikTok their occupation, their full-time job, they start receiving paychecks. And so they have all these followers, these millions of views, sharing, they're getting traffic on their other social media, and they're influencers. So yeah, all is great and dandy until Black History Month ends. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Here we are. TikTok was like, okay, they know about the censorship. They know we're setting them up. We have to do something different. So here comes shadowbanning. So shadowbanning is basically a term that I don't know if it was a thing before TikTok, but basically it's just what the creators have used to describe what's happening to their platform. So these same creators that went to the Black Creator Summit and they gained all these followers and everything, and they were making money and everything was great, essentially are no longer getting that same traffic to their videos. And I'm talking dramatic. Like, if they were once getting 3 million views on one video, now they're getting 130 views. Yeah. And obviously, to continue this being a job, they have to keep up with these statistics. And if they're forcibly not meeting the criteria, they're not going to earn their paychecks. So they're losing their jobs. They're still trying to create content, thinking that it's the algorithm. They have to post more, make something new, try different things so they can get back on the For You page. But no, it's not them.
Yeah, double homicide.
Bitch.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so yes, on top of not having their videos posted on people's For You page, the general public's For You page, their videos are getting taken down. If they just sneak through and get all these views, TikTok will remove their videos and say they're violating community guidelines. And what that means, the world may never know. If they post a picture of their full body, you're violating community guidelines, and that can be extremely harmful, especially for Black women, or Black girls are sexualized at a very early age, beginning with, which is extremely problematic in its own conversation. But when we have society sexualizing girls, and then you go onto this app and they're doing the same thing, that's extremely harmful, especially if your content is trying to raise awareness for body positivity and don't sexualize me and da. Like, how... I asked a few people if they, first of all, like, if they know what shadowbanning is, if they've ever heard of it, about the previous, not allegations, they were doing it, the previous sticky situations that TikTok got themselves into, and basically any advice that they have to creators on how to raise more awareness, what can be done, if anything can be done, to basically get TikTok to stop shadow banning Black creators. So yeah, we can roll the clip on that, and we can talk about it. Have you heard of TikTok censoring creators' content? Like, not putting,
Like, especially, like, body positivity people, I see that a lot. And then people talking about things like sexual harassment and violence. So you'll see those things get taken down, but then you'll see other people, like, prancing around almost naked, and they're still there. But I don't know why that is, but I've seen that.
Oh yeah, people with disabilities, cultures and stuff. Like when people do stuff about that, go around their culture, censor that.
Heard that they censor LGBTQ users and Black creators, but I haven't experienced.
Female creators were getting censored for like using the hashtag like I hate men or whatever, but then males don't get censored for doing I hate women or I hate women's rights. I saw TikTok covering that.
Have you heard of shadow banning on TikTok?
Shadow banning? I don't think so.
Can you give like your understanding of it?
Shadow banning is like when a creator doesn't get as many like viewers as they normally would, and they're not showing their regular content to the people that follow them.
I've seen many different examples, but like there's a creator that I usually follow who will be banned and unbanned and banned and unbanned, and have like had to make several accounts just to continue to post. I've seen like it's a lot harder for some people to get on the For You page than it is others, and it, like what you say, what you make, what you look like it's so hard.
I don't know if it was Keith Lee, him and his family, it was weird, like they were I don't know why they were shadow banned, because all he does is post like him cooking and his family. But I know some accounts, like when they were posting stuff about like the Black Lives Matter protests and like certain political things, their accounts were shadow banned, and like they were like, yo, like none of my stuff is getting on the For You page and all that stuff.
So now knowing what shadow banning is, or just the gist of it, what would you suggest TikTok users do to promote or raise awareness for this? Because a lot of people don't know about it at all.
Probably they could make it known on other social media platforms, something like Instagram, talk about it, because I'm assuming like if someone has TikTok, they probably also have Instagram, maybe not the other way around. to make it known there, and then the people that hear about it could maybe talk about it on their TikTok to kind of shine light on it. Just trying to think of like a method of boycotting to make TikTok kind of like do better, but I think it would just have to be shared on a different platform.
People who do have an easier time getting on the For You page, like people who are people of color, you know, people who just usually are on there. Big influencers, I feel like if they talked more about it, more people would know, if that makes sense.
Ooh, watch the videos, like the videos, comment on the videos, share the videos, support the people. Yeah, just support and watch the videos, comment, interact with their content as much as possible.
A lot of people say this, but basically I agree. There is power in numbers. There is power in numbers, yes. And the other things that TikTok has been called out for, and they apologize for, all these things they were called out for because the majority is included in these categories. Now, if shadow banning is only happening to people of color, Black women, Black men, we are not the majority. And if our following is not the majority, then it's not going to get called out. So right now we're at a standstill. Like, we know that it's happening. TikTok looking at us like, we looking at TikTok like, and everybody else is out here doing the renegade. Like, it's changes are going to happen with that, you know? So yes. Specifically, creators who have the power and are able to reach a further audience, they should be talking about it. And in my opinion, that's a step closer to getting the job done. TikTok users, these are young people. Like, the age range is everybody, right? But what young Black girls see on their For You page, and when they don't see themselves, like, I feel like we've already had this conversation so many times where representation of Black women are very important to young Black girls. So if you're a social media platform and you're not allowing this to happen, you're a part of the problem, and that is not okay. And this is just another thing that we need to call out. So yeah, shadow banning gotta go. I mean, there's so much more to say, but I'm gonna cut it there. Do your research, help people out, especially people of color, support the Black women in society, give credit where credit is due, please. Realize your privileges, use your privileges for good, please. Don't be out here making the same mistakes that these other white creators are making. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.